You gotta bring us in, baby.
I'm over here getting mad.
Welcome to another episode of the Love Brew Podcast. I'm your host, Tommy T.
I'm Artika.
And yeah. That's a hell of a way to start.
What?
After the intro, you be like, yeah, so thank you for being here. No, man.
Oh my goodness.
Every Saturday morning is something new. And fresh, she's still sitting up there like upset. Upset. Pepto Bismol.
Never heard that used to describe upset outside of
Upset stomach.
stomachs.
Upset stomach.
I
Upset.
knew what you were getting
Yeah.
at, but I would have never
You
said
never would have said
upset
that.
like Pepto Bismol.
You never. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Me, myself, personally, Artika.
Yeah.
I would not have said that.
Yeah, me. I just say what comes to mind, man.
I see.
Yeah. So, if we're gonna swing right into it, man. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning,
Um,
Sharon.
if you haven't already, please go subscribe to our channel. Figured I'd say that.
We don't ever say that.
Yeah, never in the beginning.
All right. So what has happened this week?
This week, man. Nothing.
Quad started swim school.
That was hilarious.
Um,
Like, man, let me tell you how of a proud parent I be.
you was showing everybody.
I'd be like, look at Deal, look at Deal. Look at my baby.
I can't. I was about to say I don't have anybody to do that with, but I talked to one of my coworkers outside of work.
Yeah.
And she sent me pictures of her first grandbaby.
Yeah.
He's still
Good morning,
brand
high
new.
five. You early?
Good morning. He's still brand new, so he ain't really doing anything yet.
Yeah.
But she was she saw the same picture that I sent you a quad, and she was like, he is getting so tall.
What picture? Oh, with the yeah.
When he was like standing in the
Lily.
entryway point.
Lily, go put some pants on. Go put some pants on. Now.
This is turning into a parenting moment with Tommy T. Speaking of Lily,
I'm trying.
she trying it this morning. First off, she has on a gown that's too small. The first gown that she put on was way too small. They're the size that she's growing out of.
Yeah.
Well, no. The first gown that she had on was 2 sizes ago. Some kind of way, it's just like this one unicorn sheet. I cannot seem to get away from her. The unicorn sheet that she be trying to carry around was from her crib.
Yeah.
Lil ain't slept in a crib in God knows how long.
Right. She ain't sleep in the crib when she
I'm
was
saying she
big enough to
barely
sleep
slept in the crib then.
Like,
but that sheet still be floating around no matter how many times I move the sheet. She finds her way back to it.
I be like, throw that stuff away, man.
Then Tommy be getting on my nerves with that because I'd be like, I could donate this to Goodwill or something where somebody could have this for a minimal cost.
So here's
and he'd
the
be
issue.
like, throw it away.
Here's the issue with you.
I don't really want to hear what your issue is.
Okay. I got a defense for it. That's all.
I don't want to hear it.
And it's a running joke with me and your mom.
Again, I don't want to hear it. Good morning, Hubert.
What's up, Hubert?
So we're trying to now at this point. Oh, happy wedding day.
Who got married?
Deshaun is getting married.
Oh, word.
Lou, what today is?
Congratulations.
10/26. I'm gonna have to note that on my calendar so I can remember to tell you happy anniversary next year.
It's my cousin's wedding day.
Yeah, so she's got all this stuff that we're trying to I need to take out of her drawers. Basically, I need to take all her summer clothes out, and I need to take out these. He said, "I don't want to hear what your issue is. Welcome to marriage." Definitely don't want to. I don't want to hear that issue because he don't. He wants to complain about it, and then when I tell him what I need to help, he be like, "I'm not gonna do that either."
No.
Nope. I don't want to hear your
You,
issue.
okay.
I do not want to
Okay.
hear your issue because you're about to say the exact same thing, but you're going to timey it so that it feels good to you. Anywho,
I plead the fifth.
good. But yeah, so we got to work through cleaning out her drawers. I'm gonna try to do that over the next couple of weeks because she did just get some new clothes, and Hubert's daughter gave her some clothes that she's growing into now. So we got some adjustments we can make in the clothes arena.
Um, yeah.
What else happened
it's
this week?
it's really killing me not to say
Good.
anything, but I ain't gonna
Good.
say
Hold
nothing.
it in.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
What else happened this week? Kids went to trunk or treat at Lily School. That was fun. It was their first one, so I can definitely see how it's going to grow over the years. Because this time around, they only had two vendors,
Yeah.
and those were two great options:
Mm-hmm.
cold lemonade and cold ices.
Yeah.
Um, don't ask why Lily is crawling on the floor behind us because she just doing the most motorcycle business. It don't even be marriage problems. Tommy just has to say his piece about everything. Me and his mama was talking about that last night because he wanted to call somebody on their BS, and we was just like, we just want to see how long she gonna lie.
No.
See how in depth the lies are gonna get.
No.
And he's like, no, I gotta cut it off now.
Man.
Yep, that's what she doing. Rescuing an item or five.
Yeah.
Like we take everything out of the house, and then one day Tommy will be doing something in the garage, and she'll just make her way out to the garage, and oh, this is still here. I'm gonna take this with me.
So I'm gonna change the subject because at this point I feel like you taunting me. Like at this point, it's not even fair.
Y'all know he gonna say this to me as soon as we end this live. He
Golly,
gonna have
man.
me. And another thing.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, also this week
Yeah.
we watched Married at First Sight.
I am literally working on editing the review.
I edited the video last night, and then when it went time to export it, it told me my video file was corrupt and it would not let me
Yeah.
export the video.
So it'll be up sometime today.
So Tommy moved to a different computer and went ahead and started working on it. So he just gotta insert
Yeah.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Some finishing touches.
Look, I gotta color it.
I had even covered it.
Did you?
I did.
I don't believe you.
I should have known something was. I'm gonna show it to you on my
I
computer.
don't believe you.
I'm gonna show it to you on the computer. I colored it, and when I colored it, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great." And then, boom, export failed.
Sharon, I think it's gonna be worth it. I think, of course, it's gonna be better than last season, but I just
Oh yeah,
it's
anything
like
is better than last season.
right. It's like 2 or 3 couples. I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen with them. I don't know what like it.
Y'all, 5 is weird.
Like all kids are weird, man.
Two
I love
is
my
crazy,
kids,
but 5 is
but
weird. And I am so proud of 2 this morning.
You know what? I was proud of 2 yesterday.
He went to the potty
2
this morning.
2 last night, man. I was like, man, he's gonna be a monster when he gets older. He's cute.
And they was eating him up,
man.
So the kids at Trunk or Treat dressed up as Sky and Chase from Paw Patrol. I'm doing these themed costumes for them as long as I can.
Yeah, I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That was my favorite one.
No, I'm saying as long as I can have them be like how they were Olaf and Elsa.
Yeah.
Now they're Sky and Chase. As long as I can do
Them
a boy
together.
and a girl from the same like
Yeah,
realm,
I got you.
I'm gonna do that as long as I can. Cause at some point she gonna want to be the Grim Reaper because she really likes Halloween.
Yeah,
And he's gonna be
she
like,
like it because of candy.
no, but she likes the scary stuff too. Cause every time we go to Target, she wants to mess with the pumpkins.
Yeah,
Every time we go to Home Depot, she wants to mess with the yard
I
stuff.
secretly be wanting her to mess with the dude that be rapping.
Oh,
'Cause I think the rap is funny.
yeah. But she likes that stuff. So it's like, I mean,
Yeah,
I could see her wanting to be the Grim
yeah,
Reaper or like an angel of death or something
man.
like that. And then
Oh,
he gonna be like, can I be Spider-Man?
yeah. Speaking of this week, man, this dang bathroom that I've been working on is kicking my butt, man.
You said that was this week too, huh?
Yeah, like.
Oh, because it spilled over from the week before.
Man, I've been working on this bathroom. Seemed like forever, man.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, dog. The dang every piece that we bought did not work like how it was supposed to. Like I was not able to like go in, change up, and do something, and it's 1, 2, and we're done.
we have bought
Lily, please leave
we
from
bought
there. Please leave
$300
from there.
worth of
Please.
faucets and spouts and all that stuff from Floor and Decor that we couldn't use. Then we returned all that stuff and we went back in time. We bought some stuff. You bought it directly from Home Depot, right?
Yeah.
Some mowing stuff. He's had to alter every single mowing
What I thought you was
piece
going to watch.
that he's purchased.
You don't want to watch.
And then we had to go back and buy,
Good morning, Miss
what's the
Tilda.
push thing called?
A push drain.
The push, that's what, okay.
A
The
drain.
push drain,
Sink drain.
because the one that we had, our sink hole was too small for it. I was like, we gonna make sure that we have all the pieces. If we gotta keep the stuff, nickel, chrome, what's the other silver shade they got?
Nickel and chrome.
I
That
thought it
was
was
it,
three.
but that was the big issue is though is that one was the color that we were using is it's a not a very common color.
It's a gold color. And it's because I had this bright idea to do everything, all of the hardware in gold. So like, and we started off with the less expensive hardware,
Mm-hmm.
just testing out the golds. And then when we found things that matched, we were like, oh, this is gonna be easy. And then it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
What you say? I rather watch people's reviews than the actual show. I have watched, or I started watching two different people's reviews of Married at First Sight. Um, after we recorded ours, but
Okay, you can give me a break.
last season, I don't even think I was keeping up with the reviews once I bowed out. I was like, they just frustrating. This
Last
time around, though, as I said in the review, these couples are trending older. So there is a little bit of a level of desperation there. I hate to say it that way. So it seems like people are going to at least try to make it work. Although I do think that some of the issues are going to be not real. Well, every season it's an issue that's not a real issue that they blow up and make into a huge issue. And it's just like
take it. Take it up.
when they have these small issues and they like make them hover over the couple for the whole season. It's like, this is annoying. Can we just stop? Because do people really go as far as getting married to somebody they don't know to be like, I don't like when you do this? And it's something very like, I don't even know the word to use, like non offensive,
But let me ask you
non
this.
altering.
Let me ask you this because we briefly kind of like talked about this in the review a little bit.
Mhm.
The fact that they're older people, and
That's what we was just getting at.
I'm basing everything or like Hubert's desperation
Uh-huh.
over 40 thing. Is it a negative thing that you're like? I'm 40, no kid. Like I look at it weird. 40, no kids, no previous marriage. Just
I don't look at it weird because I do know people that are living that life and are comfortable living that life
yeah.
for whatever reason.
But then you pop up on this show.
Yeah. No, no, no. I'm saying, and then when you decide that you want to get married all of a sudden, but then you don't want to change any aspect of your single life. You just wanted
Yeah,
some
yeah,
constant
high vibe.
sex.
Yeah.
And it is what
We
it
got a
is.
couple 40-year-olds. Now we don't have any 40-year-old women,
Yeah. Let me look at
but
my
we
notes.
have some 40-year-old men.
Because there is, it's
You
okay.
want to hear something funny?
Two. There's two men in their 40s.
Yeah.
One is 42 and one is 41.
You want to hear something funny or
Go ahead.
random? This is where my thought went when she said metropolitan.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured out this week that Metropolis
Mm-hmm.
and Gotham, well, Gotham City is not Chicago, but I always thought it was based off Chicago, and I thought Metropolis, where Superman is,
Mm-hmm.
was based off of New York. But I was wrong, apparently.
What is Gotham City based off of?
I think somebody said New Jersey. Yeah, I don't know. I would never be on a show like that. If I was 40 with age, I feel like we get more selective too risky. Older folks, I might be able to tune in. Yeah, I mean, like that's the interesting part for me is that older people are there, and then you can like kind of be like, okay, you know, people. Some people are more set in their ways, more know more of what they want, and can be truthful with themselves in that situation. A young-minded, immature person is only considering what the TV is going to look like when you understand that you don't have any control over that. You know what I'm saying? Like you have absolutely no control over that. Good
Mm-hmm.
morning, D.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. So,
I think the youngest person that we have this
it's
season is
29 or something.
29, and the oldest person is 42.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, I think the 29 person is on 29. So there's that.
No, I don't think nothing's wrong with 29 because I got married at 29.
Well, I think he's going to 29 in
Who is
comparison to the
29?
41. David Ponytail.
Oh, yeah. I think he's, different anyway.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
but I think he's different.
Mm-mm.
He different. But anyway, we gave 20 minutes of that. Let's get into what happened this week.
Were we done with everything?
Yeah, I ain't have nothing else. I mean, like the bathroom remodel been kicking my butt. We watched Married at First Sight. The kids did Trunk or Treat, which they were the cutest.
Mm-hmm. All them women was just, oh, look at
Man,
Chase.
he's gonna be a monster,
And he
man.
was cheesing and grinning and cheesing and
Man,
showing his
just
candy.
imagine if he's like a little bit shorter than your daddy. My
My
athletic
daddy is
ability.
the incredible shrinking man. I told him
Man,
that
get like 6'3",
last
6'4". You
weekend. I think that's how
man.
tall my daddy is now.
Man, dude, I'd be like, hey, Quad, get that for me on top of the shelf. I would never get a ladder. Hey, man, go up there and get
I think that when they do it too young, it just becomes something to do that they hope to become a social media influencer off of.
I don't. I think people are really, truly trying to, like, they see it now. It's like,
I'm talking about in
man,
their early 20s.
oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. If they do it too young.
Oh, I just heard
Um,
if they do it.
if they do it too young, then they are usually just trying to be social media
Yeah.
famous. I also find it very interesting that these couples go on Married at First Sight, start these vlog channels, and then when they break up, be like, respect our privacy. Nah, bruh. Ain't no privacy. You gave us all of
Right,
this.
right, right.
If Jamie and Doug got divorced and then was like, I don't want to talk about it, I'm gonna be like,
Mhm.
uh-uh.
Yeah, we gotta talk about
Got to
this.
talk about it
I'm
because
invested in y'all.
it's not even just that. You were invested in giving us everything while it was financially great for you,
Mm-hmm.
because you was getting deals and shows and all of this stuff off of it. Then if you decide to break up,
Yeah.
you don't want me to talk about it? No, we talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, they start vlog channels, do 2 episodes, and then be like, please respect our privacy at this time. No, dog, ain't no privacy.
Oh.
Ain't none. Yes, Tommy started watching Beauty in Black yesterday. I laughed because Tyler Perry got him.
Sharon. What episode you on, Sharon?
Oh my goodness. Remember that girl with the terrible wig who was an influencer? She was only on there for the exposure. Taylor, I think. Yeah.
I don't remember
Taylor
her
from
at all.
DC. She was with
Oh,
Brandon.
oh. Did she get the exposure she was looking for?
She was already an influencer. Taylor Maths.
Me too. Me too. I think I stopped it. I think Artiga cut the TV off right when episode 4 was finna start.
Is this her?
And not look, I finished episode 1 and was like, God dog it, he did it to me again. But it's typical um typical acting, typical writing. It's nothing is like he's definitely drawn out some scenes, and
That's all he. That is
I just wish he get one person to help him do
my thing is that if a Tyler Perry show is 20,
it. Cause
if a season is 22 episodes, please know that he could have told the whole story in 14.
man, yeah, in a movie, give me 2 hours, he told the whole story. So I get it, but it's dumb. But it's like
I'm trying to figure out
it's
how you didn't know that was your uncle's wife.
right, right. That's and
You
that's the
picked her
and
up.
that's the dumb part. First off, you picked her up with nothing on you.
No blood, no nothing.
This
And you did not look at this woman's face and be like, oh
and,
shoot.
and secondly, this woman was dead.
She wasn't dead though.
she no, she was dead laying in that street.
No, they revived her.
And she just opened up and said, "Hey,
Taylor's still wearing them wigs, by the way.
is she? I don't care about that." But
Now
yes,
somebody had mentioned her, so I looked her up. 108,000 followers, and apparently she.
I wonder could I grow my social media to 100,000 folks?
You want to try it?
No, not really.
If you want it to be a challenge, I can give you daily things to do to challenge
Yeah,
you.
challenge me.
You gonna do it?
I
For
like a
real?
good challenge.
You gonna do it for real?
Yeah,
All right.
I like a good challenge. Tommy T's. Uh, what's the anyway?
I don't know what you're
We'll talk
talking
about
about.
it. We'll talk about it. But anyway, what was we talking? Oh, Sharon got me on Beauty in Black. But yeah, man, I think it's a solid show, but it's Tyler Perry's
It's
solid
one of
show.
those things where Tyler Perry can come up with a great concept for a show.
He just needs somebody else to write it.
Yeah, he can throw out good things in a writer's room. But they got to stop with this drawing out scenes, because that was one of the issues that we had with the haves and the have-nots, or that was the biggest issue we had with the haves and the have-nots. You watch an hour-long episode, and then the next episode, we got to cover the last 30 minutes of the previous episode again. We don't have time for this, Tyler.
We don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this at all. Tyler Perry is purposely writing crappy movies. It's like another version of black exploitation.
It is. It is. But black exploitation wasn't that very popular? Because that's where we saw a lot of that's what we had.
And unfortunately, it's again what we have. I think that we do have more black creators in the forefront now than we had then, obviously.
But
like I think that Quinta doing Abbott is amazing. I wish I'm waiting to see what else Issa is going to come out with because Insecure was
I
great.
think she
I'm
just.
sad that Rapish got
What's the
canceled.
thing with SZA and Kiki Palmer? Ain't she behind that?
I don't know what she's doing with it. SZA and
Since we talk
it's
about,
a movie, I think.
just send them. Send us challenges so I can grow my social. What is it? 100? What she got? 108.
Mhm.
So I can get to 108K. Man, I'm gonna be bored with that.
I'm gonna have you
I'm gonna be
outfit of
like,
the
man,
day.
I don't want to do this, man.
I'm gonna have you outfit of the day.
um,
Watch me get my locks retwisted.
right. um, what was I gonna say? No, we actually got a classmate from college, man. They just got picked up on a show. His name is Brandon Claiborne. He's my claim to fame. And
Oh,
I'm
okay.
keeping it. He knows it. But shout out to him because he got picked up on a show called Beyond the Gates. I'm not really sure what it's about, when it's coming out, but we definitely gonna check it out in support of him. So
So this
shout out
SZA
to
and Kiki
Brandon.
Palmer is one of them days. It's produced by Issa,
Okay.
but I don't know who wrote the story.
Yeah.
But Issa has a writer's room,
All right. So
so there's that.
things that I want to talk about today.
He gonna have two things, and then we gonna have 40 minutes of
It's
serious.
actually three things.
Okay.
The first thing is LeBron James and Bronny James made history this week.
Mm-hmm.
They played who were they playing? I don't even remember who they was playing. They
That's
beat
not
them though.
important.
They beat them though. But
Bronny James.
no, no he didn't. No he didn't. No he didn't. Um the thing about it is, well, I think 4 minutes left in the second quarter, Bronny James and LeBron James, LeBron James Sr. and LeBron James Jr. got
Let's
into
say
the
LeBron and Bronny.
yeah, got into the game together. Like I often say clocked in, but announced into the
Mm-hmm.
game. Bronny didn't do anything. He, like, my personal opinion, he is not ready for the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But
Bronny probably look like me out there when my brother and my cousins used to throw the ball around, and I'd be like, "Let me shoot,"
like
and I try to aim for the
the thing
box.
the thing is he can play ball. Like
Hmm.
he's not a scrub. Like let's
But I'm saying on the NBA level.
and that's what I was getting to, Hubert. He's not a scrub,
Hmm.
but it's some work that needs to be done that college would have prepared him better for.
Hmm.
And I think him staying in college and playing another year, maybe two, then declaring for the league prepares him better than him going to the G League
Hmm.
because he's gonna be put in the G League and forgotten.
But like he was talking about King Griffey Jr. King Griffey Jr. was also a first round pick, and he made it to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
The other son is, but Bryce is completely better than
Bryce is just younger.
Bryce is just young. Bryce is still in high school. I think he got a year or two left in high school.
Hmm.
But Bryce is much bigger.
And I don't
Um,
think he gonna get the chance to play with Bryce.
he's not.
Not unless he pulls one of those Jordan coming back out of retirement
Well, at
to
this
play
point,
one single game.
well, at this point, he's surpassed Jordan in,
No, no, no. I'm saying
uh,
that's how he would get to play
or
with
I
him.
think it's this season here surpassed Jordan.
You
I don't think,
retire,
yeah,
Bryce gets to the league, you come back to play a game,
yeah.
and you and Bryce can play together one game, and then you officially
Well,
retire.
I think if he gets to the point of just wanting to play with Bryce,
Hmm.
you got to give Bryce 2 to 3 years, like from now,
Hmm.
right? So that puts this is 22 for LeBron, so that put him year 25,
Hmm.
and nobody plays the 25 years in the NBA.
What you call is the longest.
Vince Carter,
Yeah.
um, and I ain't
I
even
don't know
sure
why I
how.
couldn't get his name, but I knew exactly who
I
I
ain't
was
even sure
talking
how
about.
many years Vince Carter has gotten the league. But
Ah.
it gets it LeBron is gonna be that type of player by the time Bryce gets in. Like
Mhm.
right now, LeBron is still top 10 player in
Mhm.
the league, which kudos to him. Like that's freaking
Oh,
amazing.
he's if he plays next season, he surpasses Vince.
Yeah, because Vince was what,
Vince
22.
did 22 years.
Yeah, so that's why I thought it was like 22, 23. Like I think LeBron can do it because his load gets down, but
Bryce is going to be the Serena and the James family.
man, it's tough because it's some big shoes.
Yes.
Like we're talking about the kids
I am
of
recording right
possibly the
now. I'll tell you
greatest
about it when I finish.
top three players that has
Right here.
ever played in the NBA.
I'll tell
That's
you
a
about it.
huge shoe to fill, and it's hard to it's gonna be hard to do, and I kind of feel bad for Bronny because he's gonna be that child that's forgotten, and it's always his way into the league is always gonna be tainted by your daddy did this. It wasn't on the strength of your ability, and that's gonna be a big downer for him, especially if he's like goes to the G League and you never hear from him again. Where we know he got picked up, and then LeBron James signed a contract with the
I'm not
Lakers.
gonna lie to you. It's a bit obviously I don't know the direct feeling, but it seems like it would be a bit intimidating to can you go turn that off? Or is that his?
That's his.
Oh, okay. It seems like it would be a bit intimidating to have a parent that's that great on that scale
Mm-hmm.
and you try to come behind them and do the exact same things that they are
Yeah.
doing. It's probably why Michael's kids never played and they
Right.
went in on the business side.
Right.
They're
Right.
like, hey, I am not good at
No, some of
this.
them did play. Two of them did. They just wasn't as good as Mike.
I know. And I'm saying they didn't try
I
to
wanna be. I
force it.
wanna be like
They
Mike.
didn't try to force it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to do the business side of
Dwayne Wade's
things.
son. It happened to him.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Start with a Z.
Zion.
Yeah. He I think he went to the G League or something like that. Like they started doing funky things,
Mm-hmm.
because of not wanting to go to college and stuff like that.
Well, it's because when you are exposed to that much money and that much access, nepotism is going to get you a lot further than an
And see,
education
that's
is.
why I said that's why I say Bronny would have benefited. Yeah, that's it. Zaire.
Zaire.
He's playing in Africa. For me, it's more so of Bronny has the opportunity to use his name, image, and likeness in college.
All right, NLE.
NIL.
NIL.
That's
I'm like
an NLE
NLE.
chopper, ain't it?
I was reading
He
something with
from
an L
Memphis.
in it. I don't
I know.
care. Is poverty the motivator?
I think for
Because it's
some,
the parents they were in poverty and this got them out.
I think like if it's flipped, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a big motivator. But I also think um with a Bronny and Bryce, you have every opportunity available to you. Like these guys are high school kids playing with NBA players. Not just their daddy, but their daddy's friends. You know, and they playing with them, so they have the
Why you
opportunities
did?
there because he spilled hot chocolate on his tablet. They have the opportunities there.
Yeah, Steph did come from money.
Yeah, but Steph was
Steph
different though.
and what's his brother name?
Seth.
Yeah. I was like, it sounds like Steph, but it's not Steph.
But you look at I don't know. They just I don't I can't say anything for Steph. I feel like Steph was a better player coming out of college
Mm-hmm.
than Bronny is.
Mm-hmm.
Bronny played half of a
And you
season.
can argue that Steph is obviously better than the daddy.
Yeah, Steph is better
See what
than
I'm
him.
saying?
He's a
Like,
better shooter than his daddy.
that's what I mean. Like, he's better than his daddy. So I don't know. He was just not in a get it out the mud mentality, but I mean, he got to do something.
No,
I wonder how tall Savannah
Bronny is
is.
6'3", I think. Steph is 6'3". Like the height thing is not important.
I just want to know how tall Savannah James is.
Oh man, she probably my height.
She 5'7".
She taller than me.
Bryce is 6'6", Bronny is 6'2", and LeBron is 6'9",
Yeah,
and Savannah's 5'7".
and Bryce still got to grow.
Maybe he could be like me.
You know I think the babies of the family are the best, most athletic, and all this.
Maybe most are motivated by poverty, and Steph is an outlier.
I believe that. Clay Thompson too,
No.
but I think what helped a lot of the players out, the players now, is one, when you get to the league, your development, your coaching, because they was under what's my man name? He's now Mark Jackson, and Mark Jackson developed that team.
He talking about the wife.
Yeah. Yeah, Savannah is my height.
The non-born James.
Right. She's my height, but she's taller than me.
What's the baby's name?
I can't think of it. She gonna be better than all of them. But yeah,
Zuri.
so yeah, so but I think with him, man, they missed the mark on, and it was a selfish thing, but it was a, hey, I get it type of thing. LeBron has the opportunity to play with his son, and that you don't see that a lot. Hey man, if y'all pick him up, I'll sign with you. I'm gonna pick him up.
I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah,
What happened?
I'm gonna pick him up because who don't want LeBron on their team? Like, let's be real, man. The talent is there still. After 22 years, the talent is still there. You don't see that. This guy's a monster.
He gonna have some painful nights when he stop playing.
Oh, when he stopped playing,
everybody gonna lock up.
Ooh wee! I just, I'm curious to see how his career goes after he finishes. But I love to I adored it when I saw it. I saw where Bronny is gonna have to work to actually earn his, because a lot of things are given to him that a lot of players aren't given that opportunity, and he's gonna have to work to earn the respect of a lot of NBA players, because they are not gonna respect the way he got in there, which I get it. So,
you gotta respect it, but you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's what's gonna happen.
That's how life is for us.
You hear? That's all that matters. You hear? Good morning. Now, but speaking of respected,
I wish you cut this off.
One thing that I don't respect is people that be wanting to do potlucks that have cats.
It ain't gotta just be a cat, just an unsavory kitchen.
No, I brought that up because I saw a reel from Kev on stage. He said somewhere, it was like 46 people. Let me see. NAFCO Wholesale Seafood Distributors in Jessup, Maryland, said Monday mass food poisoning incident, which left 46 people seeking medical attention, was caused by homemade food prepared by an employee. Do you fire that employee?
First off, I hate potlucks.
Yeah.
I froze over here. Oh, I'm back. I hate potlucks, and the last couple of places that I've worked that had potlucks, I always suggested that we just order something.
Order food, yeah.
And those sandwiches that I'm always ordering, like the platters.
Yeah.
I got that from a guy at my last job.
Yeah.
Like that was when he would do lunch and learns at like hospitals and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what he would always bring to the hospital, because he's like, it's safe. I didn't prepare it. All I did was picked it up in a covered tray and I took it in. Nobody can say that I did anything. Yeah. If anybody gets sick, let's call Walmart.
Yeah.
So me working with him kind of got that to be a thing for me, where I would just be like, oh, I'm gonna just go order something. When I worked at St. Jude, We used to have Thanksgiving potlucks
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
all the time, or like every. They used to have a Thanksgiving one, and then they would do another one for
You
like I
want to go
think
watch TV?
Easter. I didn't work there long enough to go through too many seasons of potlucks,
Okay.
but we would all look at the food and be like, "Nah, I'ma just order lunch,
Yeah.
or I'ma just eat the stuff that's coming out of a container that I know the business." And in some cases, it would just be where you just ate dessert out of the potluck because the dessert came from Kroger.
Yeah.
But mm-mm.
Man, I remember we used to have potlucks at my old job.
Use
And one day we had
the microphone.
it was a few weeks before we was about to have a potluck.
You tell
And
them hello.
hello. And then one of my guys at work, he was like, "Yeah, I don't wash my meat." Why did you say that to me?
This was at the accounting.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so I like all I would do was the girls that meet, like we went in together to make something. I said, man, I told her what old boy said, and I was like, man, I ain't finna eat nothing that's homemade. I'm only gonna eat stuff that's that's store bought, man.
they would always like for Thanksgiving at St. Jude. They would always like cater like the meat,
Yeah,
like holiday ham
yeah.
or honey baked ham, something like that. Which I wish holiday ham
Man,
was still
but
in
can you
business.
imagine thing having it like what do you do for the employee that did this?
I don't know. Do you know how pissed off you would be if this is the one time you went against
Man.
your like your decision to not eat potluck food and you was like, that look good.
Yeah.
I'ma try it.
Next thing you know, you can't stop throwing up and pooping at the same time.
Like pissed is an understatement. Especially if this is the one time
This
that I'm
woman
like,
tried to kill me.
this the one time that I'm like, I'ma try it out.
Oh man. Like imagine how this person feel. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but imagine how this person's feel like once everybody come back, you gotta apologize because you know you messed up.
Sorry, Shea.
Right.
Excuse me, Shea.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I
My bad,
apologize. You
y'all.
gotta write everybody a message. You can't show your face. You can't show your face, but 46 people, one person, okay. I'm sorry. But you gotta go up to 46 people. And now you know everybody gonna say, did I eat some of that?
And how big is the company?
Man, if they did it on purpose, man, you gotta fire
I'll
them.
take all y'all out.
You gotta let them go. I think even
let me introduce you guys to my shrimp pasta salad.
first off, you can't bring nothing to work. You can okay, buddy. You can't bring nothing to work ever again for anybody. Nobody's gonna like if you offer them a piece of gum, they're gonna look at you like a wicked witch.
You hungry? Okay.
Go
Something
eat.
to eat in a minute, okay?
Lily got some waffles.
You want waffles?
Go get it off the table. He don't want to get up.
If they did it on purpose, they didn't intend to come back. This was their grand exit.
I'm gonna mess all you folks up.
You cool. You cool. Don't eat that.
Don't eat that.
Don't eat that. Go get them.
So as a person that like if they be like I'm cool with you, hey don't eat what I got. Do you tell everybody else? You don't. Does that not make you as guilty as the person that actually did it? You don't think? Like if you know that something's bad with it,
Well, they wouldn't tell you.
they just be like, "Don't eat that." But you made it. No, you don't want to eat that. Can you imagine somebody you at a potluck and somebody telling you don't eat
So,
that?
Gerald, what happened at your last job? I made food at a potluck and murked people. Oh, that turned off.
Oh, how did it turn off?
I don't know.
Man, dog, how long you got them?
I don't know, Tommy. I'm finna fix it.
He all right. Don't worry about it.
I'm still gonna fix it.
Man. But they gave me a good little laugh, man. 'Cause I was like, man, how do you expect to? You can't. There's no coming back from that, man. You got to leave your job.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be like, all right, man. I wasn't planning on doing much work today anyway. Oh man, that is hilarious to me. What you got, man?
I don't.
You sent me something.
I don't
I was
remember.
like, yeah, I wouldn't mind talking about that.
Let me see. It was the. Oh, you sent this to me. I think the Abercrombie and Fitch CEO.
I didn't look anything into that.
I put a link in there
Did you?
to help you out.
Oh,
It says former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries, his romantic partner, and a third man were arrested Tuesday on charges of luring men into drug-laced, outlandish, and coercive sex parties by dangling the promise of modeling for the retailers once defining beefcake ads. The fact that they put beefcake.
hmm
So, um, his partner's name is Matthew Smith, and their employee James Jacobson were the three that were arrested for
hmm
this. And I always found it interesting. Like, I actually had a job at Abercrombie.
Did you?
Let me tell you, I never worked.
You didn't?
Nope. I got hired. Apparently, I didn't have the look to work on the sales floor, which I didn't want to work on the sales floor anyways,
Yeah.
because I hate the way Abercrombie smells.
Yeah.
Um,
Who's like Abercrombie is in association with Old Navy,
no,
or am I thinking about?
it's
Uh,
Old Navy, Gap, and Banana Republic that
that's
got
what I'm thinking
together.
about.
Um, um, they were their own entity,
hmm
but they had, I believe, they had a lawsuit about the look
Yeah.
and being able to work in the positions that you applied for.
Yeah.
I wanted to do freight because freight was a twice a week job,
hmm
and I got hired to do freight. This was when we were living in Knoxville, and I never ended up doing freight. Like, never got trained to do it. I literally came in, got hired. Like, I did the interview, got hired. I worked that day, which was just showing me around the
Yeah.
freight room. I think she had me work like a 3-hour shift.
Yeah.
And then I went home and I never
Mm-mm.
worked again.
Mm-mm. Come this way, man.
It
She
says I keep
said,
wondering if Jeffries is on the Epstein list, but either way, if they did this, put him under the jail.
"I'm with you."
I have been interested in seeing like more fallout from this Epstein list and every other person that has gone down.
Yeah.
And the store did very much so give a whites only. I didn't quit. I just never got put on schedule. Now
No.
I done quit a lot of jobs.
Artika quit a job like when we started talking to each other. She was like, "Yeah, I work third shift, and I only seen her work it one time."
No.
And I was like, "They called me in to to do the work, and Artika ain't never get a call back." So I was like, "Dang, did she quit because we started talking, or she
N-
found something better to do?"
no. So I used to be an assistant manager at the Limited.
Yeah,
And when I left from being an assistant manager at the Limited to go to a better job that was not in retail, stop, Lily. Um, I agreed that I would still help them out with floor set. Floor sets are done maybe once every 6 weeks,
yeah,
and it's
okay,
just literally taking the entire store down and
right,
redoing the merchandise, right?
yeah,
And that we did that third shift. Like, we would come in, well, it wasn't technically third shift, but we would come in at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, because the mall
hmm
closes at 9,
yeah,
and we would just work until we got done. Sometimes the floor set people wouldn't leave until like 1 o'clock the next morning. I never understood why, but I
hmm
think a lot of it was because they weren't utilizing people to the best of their abilities
yeah,
in the reset. They would be trying to keep the store pretty and clean while doing the reset. And I'm like, if you know that this stuff is gonna move from there to back here,
Yeah.
don't move it from there to the middle to the back. Just move it straight to the back.
Yeah.
Take it where it's supposed to be. But when they got the entire management team minus the store manager quit. So we had a store manager, a co-manager, an assistant manager, and a lead.
Mm.
The co-manager, assistant manager, and the lead all quit within a week of each other.
Mm.
It was like one person put in their 2 week notice, and then the last week of that 2 week notice, the next person was putting
Yeah.
in their notice
Yeah.
until it just wasn't a management team. And with them not having a management team, when they did get new managers in, they just never called any of us back to help with floor set. Because the
Yeah.
only reason we wanted to help with floor set was to keep the discount.
Oh. Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, okay. You quit that job. But
Call it what you want.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about all this sexual assault stuff, man. That's can I say that?
We're probably not supposed to, but it's cool.
Uh, I
It's
need a vocabulary
it's been
list
said.
of stuff that I need that I can and can't say. But yeah, I'm just like, come on, guys. Like, let's do better. And I feel like the next generation of celebrities
Mhm,
are going to do better.
mhm,
Oh, speaking of celebrities and doing better, Sean, the rapper,
mhm.
has a documentary on Hulu coming out. Essay. Sean has a documentary on Hulu coming out. I don't know when. I hope it's soon.
Mhm.
And they talk about the how he did 10 years in prison, then got deported, and where he is now.
Is he gonna tell the truth about everything?
I mean, like
Because a documentary and then you talking around
no,
stuff
I don't
pisses me
I
off.
don't feel like there's a reason for him not to talk about the truth.
But you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Because we've seen documentaries like that where at the ending of it we still only know what we knew before it started.
yeah, man. And something this week made me question. I don't know why I wrote it down. I wish I had more context to it. Um, the validity in how we judge people. Like, if I'm thinking about Diddy, um, because it's like Diddy did these essays,
Mhm,
and we saw video of him beating on Cassie,
mhm.
and it's like, do we still listen to Diddy, like the stuff that he produced, or do we like kind of treat him, give him the R. Kelly treatment?
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I would never I don't listen to Diddy's music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like him as the artist.
Yeah.
He has been on songs that I like, but a lot of his, so in my opinion, a lot of his production credits were just because he had the power, not
Yeah.
because he did the work.
Diddy's like when people use a colon and not a semicolon. I don't know, man.
I don't
That
get
wasn't
where
gonna
you were
land
going.
nowhere that I needed to
I
land.
didn't get
So
where you were going with
I'm gonna
that
just
one.
let that go, man. But it's like Diddy is important
Mhm.
behind the scenes, but when he comes into the forefront, like if he dropped an album, you're like, why did you do this?
I have one friend that was really on Last Train to Paris really hard, and I was like, I don't want to hear anything that he has to say. And obviously, this was before all of the allegations
Yeah.
and everything because I don't like him as an artist. He's not good.
But man, but just thinking about what she just said, it shouldn't be okay.
I do this work every day, and the amount of things we never hear about is crazy stuff that will put these celebrities to shame, never see the light of day in the media. And
Yeah.
for the victims, that's okay. I get it. Like, if I'm a victim, I don't want everything about what happened to me publicized because then I already have to live it every day. Now you putting it where I have to live it, and on top of me having to live it, people are wanting me to talk about it. If I've healed from that part of my life, or if I'm attempting to heal from that part of my life, it's just reopening another wound. But I agree with what Hubert said. Like I didn't listen to Diddy solo project, so that's really easy for me. The other stuff, it is case by case. Like he was working with
He's worked with everybody.
but I'm saying like I am a 90s R&B girl,
Yeah.
right? Like that is my thing. The hot artist of the 90s R&B
Did he
was
touch?
Uptown and then went over to Bad Boy.
Right.
He has things with all of them.
Yeah.
And I am not
Hey man,
going
can you get
to
down?
not listen to, I don't know, Faith Evans,
Yeah.
Jodeci.
Jennifer Lopez.
I don't really listen to Jennifer Lopez. Right, 112. Like,
Yeah.
because you had this connection to this person. Now, I do think that some of these people are going to come out with him as being in a position of they've used their power in association with him. Like there's one person in particular that's still riding with him, and I'm like, he probably got something to do with this. Steve J.
Yeah. If I was Stevie J, I'd just be quiet.
When he left to go to the Bahamas when everything first happened,
Yeah.
Stevie J flew to the Bahamas
Why?
to be by his friend's
Mm.
side. Exactly. Diddy's only real talent is using and manipulating people.
Yeah.
Like he placed himself in positions to, for lack of better words, coerce the masses into whatever it is. And he's like, see, you see, like when he did the what was it, the Run the Vote campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Rock the vote.
Was it Rock the Vote that he did?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it was, he used that position because yes, we do need to vote. But you know that there was some underhanded stuff going on along with that campaign because why was he the forefront of this big move, vote or die? That's what it was.
Mm.
It's just
So who
like,
did rock the vote?
I don't know. I'm gonna say Rock the Vote didn't sound very
Rock the vote. Rock the vote.
hip hop ish.
Working in the middle.
Rock the Vote was a nonprofit
Oh.
by Jeff Ayer over a white
Anyway,
man.
man, I don't like talking about that Diddy stuff because we don't have a. It's like, man, I'd be like, dude, just be a decent human being at some point. Like people with that type of Kanye said it best. No one man should have all that power. Sit down, man.
There's a lot of things that Kanye has said that were brilliant. There's
Yeah.
also a lot of things that Kanye has said that was like, bro, stop talking.
Be like, bruh, just we got it from here. um,
It would behoove you.
yeah. Man, the last thing I got to talk about is scrolling the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video of a lady was driving. This happened in New York. She was driving, and she basically was boxed in with two cars.
Mm-hmm.
And then so one car was a trailing car, the other car was in front of her. Slammed on their brakes, so she slammed on her brakes and didn't run into the car.
With the car behind her
But
hit her.
no, the car then reversed to hit her car,
Mm.
and they stopped, got out the car. Now here's the trick: the car behind her quickly got in front of the car that hit hers, like
Mm-hmm.
stopped and reversed, got in front of theirs and just waited. You see in the video they put up like a plastic bag on the back window,
Mm-hmm.
and you seeing the driver go over to the passenger side.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start to see people, all type of people getting out of different doors. Like it was 4 or 5 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see all these people do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she didn't, like, at the time she was on the phone with her husband. She was like, I they just hit me and stuff like that. So she's like not knowing what to do. So they called the police. Police didn't come out. called the insurance, and it's a scam to scam the insurance people to pay out for their car.
Mhm.
Because if you don't have a dash cam, like in this case, like you said, it's important to have a dash cam
Mhm.
because in this case, there's a dash cam, they can see you reversing into the car. So
Mhm.
the insurance is not gonna pay out anything.
Mhm.
But it's I was like, they thought about this, but the driver walked away,
Mhm.
like got into the car that was behind them,
Mhm.
and they drove off.
Mhm.
And so now you're left with it was a lady, a female who was like then saying she was driving.
Mhm.
And then one of the guys that got out the back seat looked up and saw that she had a dash cam. Everybody left.
Mm. So at that point, you go with who the car is registered to.
At that point, they called the police. The police didn't come out because it was just exchange insurance
Mhm.
and deal with it through your insurance. Then the police, like she went back and started looking at the footage,
Mhm.
and she realized all this stuff happened.
Mhm.
And so she then called the police again, showed them the footage, and was like, I don't know if I'm still waiting on the update as to see, like, right.
You be watching. You invested.
Yeah, I'm invested big time in this, but I'm
It's like
like,
them Tyler Perry movies.
man, and get like, and stuff like that
I'm
is
sorry, it's
crazy.
the Tyler Perry show that got you this
Shot, yeah,
time.
yeah, the show got me. I was like, man, I got to go back and watch this, the part that I fell asleep on.
I realized I was telling you this last night. Look, going back to Tyler Perry, if I had not started Sisters after they were already 7 seasons in, I would not have gotten there because the story is moving way too
Yeah,
slow.
yeah, yeah,
We're on season 8 and this girl's still pregnant.
yeah. That's wild. She got pregnant in season 1.
Yep.
That's wild. But no,
Either
that
season 1 or season 2, one
that
of the
may
two.
be her character, just the pregnant girl.
No, it's not.
But man,
But
that's
it's
it.
definitely a big storyline.
Right. That was such a crazy thing that I saw, and I was like, man, what do you do about that? And there's no way to prevent it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But to see how much they thought, if they put that much thought into doing that, you can put another thought into like doing something else.
Mm-hmm. Doing something better.
Yeah. So, if you haven't seen it, just I don't know what you just YouTube. Uh, I don't know, crash scam or something. I don't know. And see it.
And New York.
Yeah, right. Add New York.
Anywho, how about the new advertisement that says our family will be able to see how we vote? Like that will motivate us. I don't care.
Nobody wants to see how somebody voted, man. Not
I but that's one of those things is that I've talked to my family about voting, right?
yeah.
And I think we all on the same page.
Man, you got some family members that be like, but X, Y, and Z, and you not gonna agree on it, man. If it's a conversation that come up,
are,
be
are people going to excommunicate people? I mean, I guess in some cases in extremist cases, people might be like, I'm not talking to her no more.
yeah.
But that don't work for black families. I don't
No,
feel.
I don't either. I ain't never got into an argument with a family member, well, anybody for that matter, about who they voted for. Nah, I'll tell somebody in a second if you see marijuana on there, vote for it. Vote for it, please. That is a money maker. Um. Anyway, that's all we got for this week. Apparently we gonna do the challenge of my road to 100K. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
first, I think we got to start with the road to 1,000.
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
at? You're not at
I
1,000.
don't think I'm
I'm
at a
not at
thousand.
1,000. So
I don't think I'm at 1,000. So road to 1,000, then a road to this is my journey to 100K. So we gotta figure that part out on social media.
if I get you to 100K, I'm calling myself a social media.
Guru.
No, I'm calling myself a content creator manager.
Yeah, you should. You should already do
I don't.
that.
Only I barely manage this content.
You should. But yeah, man. So y'all follow that because that's probably gonna be interesting. And but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give my best foot.
I really wish you would change your name, but I don't think you can.
I can change it to something. You tell me what I need to change my name to.
I just hate the I am at the beginning.
Oh, Well, I don't know what else to call it.
Just Townsend third.
Oh, somebody took it. That's why I put the IL.
Yeah, because you changed it
It never
for no
was time. I
reason.
didn't. I didn't start anyway. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then the Married at First Sight review is gonna be out later today. So check that out, and then I'm gonna work on some other stuff. Thank you for your support, and matter of fact, everybody, let's give a big congratulations to my cousin Deshauna because
Woo!
she's getting married today, and she and
Congratulations.
did you
Oh, we
realize
not gonna have the same last name no more.
it's okay? She's still my cousin. Uh, but the crazy part is she came in and rocked out with us for an hour. So we appreciate that and enjoy your most beautiful day because
Look, tag me to your wedding photo so I can see.
we know it's gonna be amazing, man. So everybody give her congratulations and it's a lot of work now. So, but we all are here to support you. So
I was about to start, but you gonna say I'm gaslighting you.
man. And I had forgot about it too. I had forgot about it too.
Ah.
So, but with that being said, guys, go out. It's Saturday. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend, and do something fun. Please continue to support our channel. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, August Love Story.
Mhm.
And next week, I'm gonna tell you what I changed my name to.
He probably not gonna change tonight. We're gonna leave
And
it as is.
look, we're gonna put the stats up and be like, all right, this is our starting point.
I'm gonna make a KPI report and everything.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, our journey to 100K.
This time next year, you need some brand deals.
Right. Shit, we need some brand deals now.
Well, I'm saying you
On
ain't
this channel, how many we got on August Love Story? That's what we need
not
to do.
enough for a brand
But
deal.
yeah, so we're gonna work on that, man. We promise. So with that being said, I'm out.
Bye,
Peace.
y'all.